Hey, it's Airsoft Mike and I'm here today to do yet another unboxing.
Stop, please. Stop what you're doing.
What?
You do the same thing every time. I require you to change
But it's me, it's what I'm...
I don't care. Do something different for once.
Okay. I'll try a different one. I've got many different new sayings that I can use, many different isms. Here we go. How about this one? Oh, what's up, Airsofters?
Whoa, what are you doing? That does not belong to you.
Hello and welcome to Airsoftology Mondays.
That's not yours. Try again.
Porn stash. Ow.
Your name is Mike, not Tim.
I f***ing hate WeTech.
No. That's definitely not yours.
Why not?
F*** off.
Hey, I'm Airsoft Mike. Now imagine an M4 without a stock. Imagine an M4 with a shorter barrel and shorter rail system.
Oi, you...
What?
You don't have to do that.
What do you mean I don't have to do this?
You don't have to imagine. Catch.
Huh?
Heads up.
Here it is, people. This is the AY M4 Baby Monster. Would you look at this little beast? Now, naturally, I know baby M4s are not to everyone's taste, but I think they're absolutely fantastic. I think it's a great idea because, as you know, many people run with a pistol as a sidearm, but imagine having another M4 as your sidearm. The only difference between this and a full-size M4 is that obviously there's no stock and of course a shorter barrel length. But of course, what about performance? Would there be any difference in performance? Well, of course we can check that out later on during the shooting test. So before I take you through all the features of this AY M4 Baby Monster, I want to take you through all the markings and logos that you can see on this particular piece. So right here you have your Marine logo right there. That looks pretty decent to me. But on the other side, it says Navy. And along the rail, on the top, you've got your T15, T13, T11, and so on, and it goes all the way down. And on the left, you've got your L15, L17, L19, and so on. And of course, on the right, you've got your R15. And I'm absolutely loving the detail on the rear sight. Okay, so let's go through the features of this Airsoft M4, the AY M4 Baby Monster. Now, don't expect anything revolutionary here. It's an M4, okay? It's an Airsoft M4. So you all pretty much, or most of you, know exactly what features you're going to get. First of all, let me just complete the picture by getting the mag in. Look at that beast. I absolutely love this. As I said before, it's not to everyone's liking. I love it because this will be awesome as a sidearm. And I'll tell you why. For starters, you get a high cap mag, capacity around 300 rounds. You have your full metal front and rear sight. And what I love about this rear sight is that it's fully adjustable for windage and elevation. You also have your charging handle, which if you pull it, it releases the dust cover and reveals your hop-up adjustment. Staying on this side, you have your mag release, you have your mock forward assist, and if we flip it around on this side, your fire selector switch. And of course, as I showed you earlier, you've got plenty of rail space. So yeah, it's an M4, just a stubby little short mutant type M4 that I absolutely love. And you know what I absolutely do adore about this? Is that it's full metal. I was fully expecting this to be mainly polymer or some form of plastic with little metal components here and there. No, this bad boy is completely metal. The only part that isn't metal, which is totally understandable and standard, is your grip. That's the only plastic part on this Airsoft M4, and it's a nice one too. It's texturized, it's ergonomic, look, and packs a very nice weight. It does not feel flimsy. It really has some weight to it. Well, it has to because it's full metal, as I mentioned. Okay, so taking a further look around this Airsoft M4 Baby Monster, look at this flash hider. I absolutely love it. Absolutely loving the fact that it's huge. And when I say huge, I'm not talking about length, I'm talking about diameter. Look at that. That is absolutely massive. And look where the actual inner barrel is, all the way down there. So this is almost like an amplifier. I know it's not, but it's almost like one. And you have various options for mounting a sling. And if you ever feel the need to change the spring, you do that from here. Okay, so let's get into what else you get in the box. If you was to buy this particular airsoft weapon, you get a battery charger, but you know how I feel about this type of battery charger. A big no-no. Buy yourself a smart charger. You also get a 8.4 volt battery pack. And of course, this being an M4 Baby Monster, there's absolutely nowhere to put a battery, so you also get a dummy PEC 15 box, which will hold your battery pack. So how do you install your battery pack? Well, you have to remove this part of your dummy PEC 15 box. There are 3 screws that you have to remove. Pop your battery in, put the top back on, thread your cable through, and Bob's your uncle. And of course, you don't have to keep taking the battery out to charge it up because your cables will be threaded through. I'll show you that right now. So as I said, this is a dummy PEC 15 box. So there is no light, no laser, no nothing. It purely holds your battery. So far I've shown you all the basic functions and features of this fantastic little AY M4 Baby Monster CQB weapon. I might even say ultimate CQB weapon. Well, there are all these pros that I've been showing you, that it's nice, it's small, it's compact, it's got all the features that you would expect on a full-size M4 airsoft weapon. But there are a few cons that I've got to tell you, and these are the one or two things that are really bothering me about this particular piece. So let's start. First of all, I am not a huge fan of exposed cable and wiring, okay? There may be a way around that, because if you look here, with this hole in the cap right here, I should hopefully be able to feed more of that cable into the battery box. Also, what we have in the cable coming out of this hole right here by the rail, this gun being fully metal, it's only going to be a matter of time before I feel the cable here, its coating will sooner or later get scratched off, exposing the wires inside. And guess what? It's already doing it, and I've only just got it. Have a look. Can you see just there where my screwdriver is pointing at? Can you see? More so on the black cable, you can see the silver wire exposed, where the outer coating of this cable has already scratched off because of the edges of this metal airsoft gun. But you know what? I don't believe in showing you cons without at least trying to give a solution. And this is a simple one. You can just get some electrical, good quality, strong electrical tape and tape that up so that the wires are not exposed. I would recommend that you tape up the black wire separately with black tape, so that one is nice and covered up. Then do the red one, preferably with red tape, and cover that up nicely, and then get some tape and wrap them around completely so they are completely protected against the metal edges of this gun. Now if you look here, you can see that the actual manufacturers did put some form of protection on the cables. You can see it just there at the end there, and the rest of it over there. However, it's a bit of a shortfall because it's not long enough. So if I let the cable go, the cable kind of sits back in there again, and the damage is caused right here. And there you go. As you can see, I've put extra electrical tape around both cables so that it gets extra protection against the edges of this metal Baby Monster M4. Okay, so the cable issue sorted. I've even managed to tuck away some of that extra cable so it's not too obvious. Nice. So let's take you through an entire quick recap of all the features of this AY M4 Baby Monster, and then we're gonna take it to the range. It's a full metal airsoft weapon apart from the grip. It has a metal version 2 gearbox. It weighs about 2.4 kilos. It has a safe, semi-auto and full auto selector switch. It's hop-up adjustable. It has 4 RIS rails. It's only 39 centimeters long. It has a flip-up front metal sight. It also has a rear adjustable metal flip-up sight. It has a 300 round high-cap magazine and your mag release. An awesome stubby looking flash hider, a dummy PEC 15 battery box, and an 8.4 battery pack, and sling points either side. Now obviously, the AY M4 Baby Monster will never replace my main primary airsoft weapon. Never. However, I reckon it makes an awesome sidearm. An M4 that's easily carried round on a sling and easily used with just one hand. The only other thing I will mention is, yes, it's got some fantastic metal flip-up sights, but normally you would use these kind of sights with an M4 that has a stock, because you're really gonna have to have the world's most steadiest hands to be able to hold this freestyle and look through these sights to get a perfect shot, because normally you'd want the stability of a stock sitting on your shoulder. But hey, if you're Mr. Sure Shot Steady Hand McDougal, then this is perfect. These sights are beautiful. You know what's gonna happen now, don't ya? Let's take it to the range. Now the first thing I'm going to do is just to make sure that this airsoft weapon actually works, so I'm gonna take it off safe, put it on semi-auto, just fire off a couple of shots just to make sure it works. Oh, very nice, very crisp response from the trigger. I'll test the full auto later on, and trust me, I'm gonna go all out on the full auto. But for now, I think we should move on to the chrono test. And there you go, that's giving me a chrono, I would say averaging about 282, 283. That's using 0.20 BBs with the standard 8.4 volt battery that it came with. Okay, so let's go full auto and see what readings we get now. Woohoo! Nice. Okay, so I've gone ahead and put a cheeky little 7.4 volt LiPo battery on this baby monster. I didn't put it in the pet box. I've just got it connected wildly and freely on the side here. And let's just see what readings we get now. It should be pretty much the same. I tell you what, for a baby M4 with a very short barrel, those are some pretty good results. Now you know what's going to happen now, don't you? Let's go full auto on this baby. Hold on, let me just move that target back up again. No, actually, let me leave the target where it is. Let me move the camera. And here we go. Let's continue the onslaught. Hold on, let me just move the camera down a bit more. In fact, let me preempt. No, it can't actually fall any further than that. That's pretty much gone to the bottom. Okay, here we go. It's a high cap, so I'm just winding up the one day I woke up in a parallel universe and I wasn't Airsoft Mike. Imagine I was called Bomb Up Airsoft.
You'll never be them.
Tim from Red Wolf?
You'll never be him.
Pippin?
You'll never be him.
John J. Rambo 1.
You'll never be that cool dude.
Airsoftology?
You'll never be him.
Mr. Rune Rebel?
You won't be him.
Bongo old chap?
You can't be him.
Robo Murray Airsoft?
You'll never be him.
The Airsoft Pros?
You won't be them.
What are you buying?
You will definitely not be them.
What are you buying?
I said you'll definitely not be them.
What are you
I said you won't be them.
Jet! Desert Fox!
You won't be him.
Desert Fox?
No.
Matt the Musketeer?
No, you can't.
Airsoft After Hours?
You won't be him.
Scout the Doggy?
Way above your league.
Lunchbox TV?
You won't be them.
I know, I'll be Airsoft Tech 23.
You won't be him.
Airsoft Incompetence?
You won't be him.
LT Zonda?
You won't be him.
Cluster Marks Airgun Reviews and others too?
Not possible.
Matt from Evic.
In your dreams, you'll never be him.